What's up, guys? I'm going to show you guys how to make a lot of money live betting today in soccer. So soccer has a lot of advantages betting, and one of those advantages is three-way money lines. So what that means for you is if you pick a team but they tie, you lose. Now that sounds really bad, and a lot of people hate betting soccer for that. But there's a good thing about that in live betting, and that is when a game starts, the draw is more likely over time. So after the first 15 minutes or so with no goal, your plus 120 team you were leaning on before the game has actually went up to plus 130. So you can get better lines in game even if your team's performing well and it's still 0-0. So that's a great thing about soccer, but I'm going to show you guys how I live bet. So just keep that in mind. That's a way to get a little extra juice off of your plays. So first off, you'll want a sticky note or a piece of paper and a pen. What you'll do is you'll write down your pre-game leans for the day. Like today, this morning, I like the Millwall Lions. Now that game will probably already happen by the time this goes up. But Millwall Lions, let's just say they start off shooting a lot, but none go in. That's usually a good indication that one's going to find the net because they're going on the offensive. And I'll actually show you a graph I use. So let's say the other day, let me pull this up. I bet FC Porto, live bet. They were a pretty juicy line, but I wanted to make sure that they would perform well and up to standard like Vegas thought they would. So here it is. I'll go ahead and pull it up for you guys. This is sofascore.com. You guys can use this. I use a lot of different sites for soccer. But here's the game I bet on. It's already happened. As you can see at halftime, it was 1-0. But right here, this green, what you're looking at, is FC Porto, and they're the home team. I only bet home teams almost always. Like 90% of the time, I'm betting a home team. Probably over 90%. And there's a good reason for that. Home teams win around 50 to 52% of the time. Draws happen about 20 to 25% of the time, and away teams win about 25% of the time. So I like picking home teams, but that's more of a pregame thing. So I can talk about that in a different video. But these bars are a period of high pressure, and this is a period of high pressure from the away team here. So as you can see, this is a very one-sided game, just like Vegas predicted. So right off the bat, I was really watching these bars. Now, if it's looking like your team's putting on all the pressure the first 10-15 minutes, and they're also shooting a lot, it'll have the stats down here. If they're shooting a lot, and then a lot of people predict them to win, and then you got their stats with home and away form. Here's Porto, 11-1. Away form is the worst there is in the league. So you've got a lot of things in this game working for you, and it was super, super juicy. But I just wanted to make sure it was all going as planned. See, 17% thought it'd be a tie, 75% thought they'd win, and then the rest thought that the other team would win. And you have all these stats going on during the game, and you can track it live. You can really, tunnel in on that bet. When these bars start going up, you're taking a lot of shots. The other team only had the ball 32% of the time. That's a big one. Ball possession is big in soccer. If your team's getting the ball, they're doing a lot of shots, and the other team's doing nothing, 10-15 minutes in the game and it's still 0-0, it's a perfect time to lock in that live bet, and you'll usually get it 5 or 10 points better in American odds on the line. So it's just some things I do. With soccer, this works best. I live bet a lot of different sports, just about everything but tennis, and they all have their own methods and stuff like that. But this is the way to do soccer. You want to make sure your team's performing as well as standard right off the bat, because sometimes the favorite just performs like trash. So we can actually go see a live game right now, just so I can show you what the graphs look like. Some of them don't have it. This one does. So we'll open this up. Let's let it load. All right. So here we are. This is a live game. We're not going to bet this because I know nothing about these teams. It's already 1-1. So this is a high-scoring game here. This is those teams there. Here is the graph. So as you can see, it's 1-1. Each team has done one shot. This is probably going to be a very high-scoring game. You'd probably want to bet this. The total is probably going to be 3.5 right now, at minus probably 110, 120. That'd probably be a good bet. The goalies aren't stopping. That team was predicted to lose, and they've already got a point. So this other team here is probably going to get a few more points and really pull this victory out. It's probably going to be a pretty high-scoring game if I had to guess. So as you can see, they're only 12 minutes into this game. A lot of pressure from the away team here. They did very well, and they're predicted to lose. So this home favorite team's probably going to put on a lot of pressure in this area and start getting some goals. And the away team might fight back and get a counterattack and get another goal. So this is going to be a high-scoring game, and this one I'd probably bet over 3.5 or 3, depending on the line. And see how that goes. I don't bet overs in soccer, though, a whole lot. I like betting unders, but I usually just bet those money lines like I showed you. I just want to show you the graph live, how it works. It kind of just updates every 20-30 seconds, and you can keep your eye on that. I also use FOT Mob or FOT Mob. It's an app. I use that to kind of research standings and games and stuff. So there's a lot into this, but if you figure this stuff out, you're going to make a lot of money. So if you guys have any more questions, just let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Let's make some money, guys. Peace.